Silksong Steel Soul Run. Plenty of S's in this title. So I was thinking, if I'm going to be practicing the game, trying to make sure that I'm doing it well, why even start out with a regular save file? Now let's just dive right into Steel Soul here, right? This is what I should have been doing from the beginning. The idea that, if I'm not going to do it blind, I should at least let's just do the one where you can't die at all. That will force me to play the game well. In fact, if there's ever any sort of third game or something in the series, probably just going to end up doing that first. Well, not first. That would be silly. People have been telling me here that apparently you can put the Konami code in the options file to be able to unlock Steel Soul immediately. That is a ludicrous challenge. Oh, you thought the run backs were bad before for bosses. No. And play through the game first and then do Steel Soul. Even though I technically have not still completed the game entirely. Because, well, I haven't gotten the true ending. But at the same time, I'm not really planning to go for the true ending here. Largely because I really hate how they make you do the final nail upgrade. And it just feels bad to be playing, that far into the game and everything without having the final nail upgrade. I just don't want to do mini games, you understand? You have to understand. Mini games, I am willing to put up with so much in this game overall, but mini games, no, that's where I draw the line. So it's going to be a lighthouse run? Yes? No? I don't know. It's not really like an alternate end. It's more like just not doing the complete end. I mean, it's the same way that Hollow Knight had, of course, true ending and then just you beat the Hollow Knight ending. Radiance is a very different beast. Literally and all that. Hey, Barnabas, welcome to the stream. We're doing a right after I woke up Steel Song run. Why isn't it called Steel Song? Anyway, it doesn't matter. Why isn't it called Steely Dan runs like I called it in the title here? And hey, don't worry if you've missed any streams because they're all the same thing. It's just me continuously doing Steel Soul runs over and over until I mean, it's not even doing a good run so much as it's just having commentary that isn't talking about Sonic's relationship to the Christian faith. Because I'm willing to redo stuff, not on stream, but I feel like I got to at least have a good start before oh yeah, I gotta go get that. I feel like I gotta have a good start before I kind of put give myself a checkpoint, at least in terms of content that I'm going to redo on stream. That whole thing. I've been sleeping for all the Steel Soul runs. I mean, to be fair, I have been doing them later in the day than usual. Because otherwise you get commentary like this. I always appreciate talking about Sonic. Yeah, we were talking about especially buff Sonic relationship to Jesus in the last stream before I died really embarrassing to the double Moss Mother fight. Such as Steel Soul mode. Came up with my own OC, Jesus the Hedgehog. Pretty good. Anyway. Okay, this is the first boss. It's fine. I can take a little bit of damage, even though I really shouldn't. Even though I really should be just, doing this boss perfectly if I'm not going to do any other one. What can I say? Every one of its attacks looks like it's about to dash at me. Come on now. Get out of the way. I'm trying to... Oh, that was it. Hooray! I did it. I beat the first boss. Already on my way to being able to complete the game. See, Team Cherry, that's what I needed with this game. I just needed it roguelite style. Permadeath all the time. I just keep restarting all of these runs. It's like because I just want to have I just yearned for the permadeath. Sonic marriage discussion stream. I mean, yeah, sure. Sonic already has a lot of rings. Proposing to you would be very easy. I mean, they're not particularly interesting rings. They're also, the size of his head, which is already very large. And then, of course, as far as I know, I think they're supposed to be like a power source in the game's lore. I mean, there was, of course, Knuckles Chaotix that did have magic rings, replacing the Chaos Emeralds for that one. Anyway, I don't know if people even marry in the Sonic universe. Frankly, it's not clear. I don't think we've ever seen that sort of thing. Whereas, like, you look at like Sonic's eternal rival, Mario. Super Paper Mario literally started with a wedding. And similarly with Mario Odyssey. I'm just saying that they are significantly more marriage focused than the Sonic series. And I think that kind of speaks to the sort of difference between Mario and Sonic. The idea that Mario is about love. Sonic's about adventure. Sonic plus Mario marriage? That's what the Olympic Games were about. Mario plus Sonic getting married at the Vancouver Olympics. And there you go. Thank you, Precious Cinnamon Bun, by the way, for the sub. I love you. Have a coffee. No, not right now. Like, what do you want me to just go stop the stream for like a half hour so I go and get a coffee? And then come back here and be like, hey, good news, everybody. You at home watching this on YouTube are not going to have to worry about that part where I cut out like 30 minutes of me just leaving the stream to go and get a coffee. No, lol, no. It would be a funny bit, though. I'm just saying. The more I say it, the more likely it's going to happen. Like, I got to say it like 2 to 3 more times, and then it becomes true. It's like a Beetlejuice curse. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Anyway. Do the funny bit. No, the funny bit is me leaving. The funny bit is me getting up and leaving. And then I don't know, I have cookie clicker on the screen or something for a half hour. Oh no, I'm saying it more and it's becoming funnier. No, I'm not gonna do it. No. We've got a stream to do, and let's be honest, I'm just gonna end the stream when I die, so that could be, 10 minutes from now. You don't know. We'll be here. No, we're not. Don't. What sort of stream audience tells the streamer it's like, no, just go walk away and get a coffee for 45 minutes. It'll be funny. What the idea that it's just like, no, leave the stream. It's a good bit. No, absolutely not. Hey, thank you, Mokai, for the 5 gifted subs. I love you, as always. I will not, as such, since you have graciously gifted subs, I will not just leave the stream to go over to Starbucks and get a mocha. Wait, no, I don't want to go here. And now I'm just screwing up all of the platforming, but hey, as long as you don't die, that's the only thing that matters. A mocha. Does sound pretty good, doesn't it? It also sounds like something that I will not be getting because we're here to do Skong and nothing else. Up to 69 gifted subs. Oh, nice. Nice. 31 more and you get a free game that I will play sometime within the next 10 years. Definitely. Definitely will be doing as such. I've been a lot more productive lately. Look forward to Cookie Clicker coming out soon, by the way. That's not a bit. I am very close to being done with that second episode and more or less everything you're going to see for the next, like, year again with that series. Yep, it's me. It's me, Silksong. I'm back again. Ready to silk and song. I'm already contemplating the game, currently thinking Monster Hunter? Oh, I mean, I'd probably like Monster Hunter. I feel like I've had pretty good opinion of Monster Hunter since it came out. It's just I have never played any one of them because, you know, it is a multiplayer game. And I know, yes, you can play it solo and everything like that. But it's not really intended to play solo, you know? Right. I feel like usually I'm able to snipe them a lot easier. But yeah, it is an intended multiplayer experience. So I don't know if that is good or bad, but also there is, you know, the entire idea of, hey, I did play Dragon's Dogma already, and that more or less uses the same engine, right? And by play it, I mean play it several times. Because apparently I wasn't engaging with the mechanics enough. As you do. You can never get engaged with the mechanics enough to satisfy everybody who wants you to play a game. Even though I did everything. I did From Another Sky in that game. And that still wasn't enough. No, you can't please everyone. When 100% gift an extra copy of Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak the second guy who's interested in playing multiplaying. There's no way. There's no way he would. Actually, I don't know. Maybe he would want to, but I don't. Not to the degree that I would be playing the game. Would you consider yourself a pro in Metroidvania? Absolutely not. No, I mean, I feel like there's 1,000 people that are better than me at these games in every single way. I just have played this game for an ungodly amount since it came out, more or less. I mean, that's the entire secret. It's not about, like, you know, having any sort of like expertise in these games or anything like that. It's just about practice. Like, what more do you need? Talent will only take you so far. Practice is where it's really at. You're a pro in Persona 5. I mean, that's true, though. I actually have been doing I have been finally getting back to doing good Persona 5 transcripts, so look forward to finally, like, what, 3 years after that series completing that soon enough. The last thing that I did, and I was talking about this yesterday too, was transcribing a flashback cutscene that happened literally 30 lines, like 2 minutes earlier in the video. That is the sort of storytelling that Persona 5 is all about. There's a sort of feeling that I want to go make a... Oh yeah, I need to actually turn this in then too. Sort of feeling that I don't like that game. Let's go with that. Hooray! Are you a foremost scholar of the first sin? Yep, it's me, the big flesh head, Aldia. Which I suppose makes sense. This is the Dark Souls 2 of Hollow Knight games or something. People have been talking about that, right? That's a thing. That's a thing that I've heard before. May as well grab some tools, considering that I'm not really planning to get a whole lot in this run. Anyway. Can't believe you're not playing the game exactly as I did or would in my head. I've already seen that happen to other people playing Skong here, I tell you. Now then. Yes. Okay, it's Bell Beast. I'm trying to... Of course, needless to say, I'm not going to have like a map for 90% of this sort of stuff. So I'm going to have to rely on my own ability to remember exactly where I'm going. Considering I've done this like 3-4 times at this point, it feels like I should know where I'm going more or less at any point in time, but I'm not going to lie. I don't know if I'm not going to get turned around a good amount regardless. Come on now. Probably should stay at full health just to be able to have that extra heal here, just because it does do... The Bell Beast does do a 2 damage, which is quite a bit of damage, all things considered. Yes, for when I do stuff like that. Where when things like that occur, even though I would like to just maximize damage by hitting them with the Silk skill that I've already... Silk Spear? That's what it's called? Yeah. Not quite. Certainly you have a lot longer reach than you did back in Hollow Knight. Sometimes it still doesn't feel like it's enough, though. It's not a hitless run, after all. It's just a no-death run. Which means that it should be easy, right? Sure. Monster Hunter Rise/Sunbreak. I actually have no idea what the current Monster Hunter game is right now. Last I saw it was like the Ice one, but I feel like that was like 5-6 years ago. So I don't even... Like, Sunbreak does not even sound familiar to me at all. All right. I'm glad that they thought about, hey, what if somebody falls off of this like a real goober? And, well, here we are. Oh, yeah, and also, another bona fide about doing Persona 5 is I did do it on the hardest difficulty possible when I played that game. And the easiest difficulty, because I had to play it like 5 times. So consider that. Consider that if you want to judge me, if you want to consider yourself perhaps a greater scholar of the first sin. Persona 5, the first sin. The fifth of its style. The fifth of its kin. Anyway, continuing on. God, it is still early in the morning, isn't it? I'm waking up slightly. Hey. Sunbreak is an expansion of Rise. Came out between World and the News. Oh, it's an all-star sort of thing. Okay. One of those compilation, best of type of deal. Which, I mean, isn't that usually like every one of the... Doesn't usually most of the Monster Hunter games tend to get some sort of expansions, DLCs that just kind of add most of the content from the other games? I don't know. I know very little about this. I guess all I know is the basic gameplay because I played Dragon's Dogma. Drag on these nuts, Dogma balls. Anyway, continuing on. There's still so much more to do in the Skong world. The world of Skong. It's the new world of Hollow Knight 2. So what you gonna do? Oh yeah, no, this just leads up here. Which, I mean, I suppose I still do need some rosaries eventually. Ow, and I didn't do it before I got on the last one. Well, I tried. Sort of. I think I tried pretty hard. You know, I'll just go down here instead. Keep it safe, really. And almost dive directly into lava regardless. Well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Clearly, at this point in time, I am still totally cool and okay and not dead. Steel Soul Run has thus far been 100% a success. Yeah, I mean, we'll see kind of how it goes. It's like we're still kind of in the early game. Bosses and everything gonna be easy. Well, again, not even like bosses. It's just the bosses are the easier part. I'm not gonna say that before I go and die against the next one here. But we'll see. Do that. Not quite. Rise Sunbreak just has a staggering amount of content to do. Like 85. Wow. I think it's genuinely one of the best Monster Hunters out there, even if it gets a little ignored. I mean, if it just came out recently... You said it came out recently? Came out between World and the newest... Actually, what is the newest one right now? I suppose it's probably the... Actually, I don't want to go over here. I want to go up, right? Yes. Yeah, what is the newest one currently? Because, yeah, I thought you said that came out recently, but no, you did say that came out between the newest one. Wilds is the current gen. Okay. And I honestly do not know anything about Wilds, needless to say. Hey, thank you, Tasmonter, for the sub. I love you, as always. As you know, welcome to Steel Soul Run, the run where I steal my soul and try not to die, but then do it anyway, because it's funny. No, I don't do it because it's funny, though it is pretty funny. Maybe it'll happen here. Maybe it already did. You'll never know. I made sure specifically to edit out any one of the deaths so I look like the most pro gamer possible. There you go. They took a step towards realism in the series. Ah, yes. Monster Hunt. Ah, yes. The realistic art of monster hunting, as we all know. Can't believe it took them so long to start including all of your favorite celebrities who monster hunt. I know what you mean. You mean graphics, right? Because, like, I don't really remember. I mean, yeah, it's like it's supposed to be like a big, expansive multiplayer game. Of course, it originally came out on the Vita? No, not even the Vita. It was the PSP. So it's like, I can see why they probably initially had a very stylized or something. I've not played any of these games. Why am I speculating on it? Because I'm tired and I don't know how to think right now. Like, look, all I know how to do is play Skong. Nothing else really matters. As we know, the cognitive functions only decline in terms of commentary, not of actual gameplay when being tired. When playing video games whilst tired. Does have performance issues lately. The textures have been out of whack after the game optimizes data. Still feels good to play, though. Knows how to play Skong and get coffee. And we're not getting coffee, I'm telling you. It's just poison the stream. Poison it. I'll just go rerun one of the other videos of me playing Silksong. Nobody will even know the difference. Because it'll just be like, oh yeah, we are talking about Sonic. This must still be live, because otherwise how would he know, how would we know that we were all talking about Sonic right now? Alright, get that out of there. And get going. Finally. Man, that dash is... I still say it's just like, they really should just given you a dash from the outset. This thing's so useful. Absolutely, absolutely essential for playing the game. Turns it from Hollow Night into Hollow Day. That's the difference. Yeah, okay, I still am tired. Awoo. Actually, did I even hear the awoo, or did I run past that too quickly? Hello, it's me. It's me, Silksong. I'm back. September 4th. Here to beat you up once again. As you do. Hello, I got a #1 victory royale. Ah, Fortnite memes. I miss Fortnite memes. Mostly because I don't know what the most popular game is nowadays, so I can't just kind of pull out something to be able to talk about. I mean, it's the same sort of thing with like Big Bang Theory going off the air, where it's just like, what is the most popular series now? Ah. Still amuses me greatly whenever that happens. I'd say Skong is the most popular series. No, not the most popular series right now. I need like mimetic sort of popularity, right? Like I need who's creating, what sort of 12-year-old, what sort of 8-year-old, what sort of like 5-year-old, I assume is who originally created that song, is making songs about Skong songs, silk songs. I guess I could have just said silk songs. It is in the name there. No, I need the one that is you know, larger than life fad style, you know? No, I don't think the Thong Song is a good parody of that. I also have not heard that one yet. I did hear the American Boy parody of... Still should go grab all that, right? I did hear the American Boy parody of Fortnite, which is what we were referencing there. Yeah, Fortnite about to get down. See, that's what I need. I need that for Skong. Where is the Skong equivalent? The Skong equivalent for that. Whatever Glitch is cooking. The Amazing Circus, Knights of Guinevere? I don't even know. I have not seen either one of those things. I do not know what's going on there. Is that a big fan with the kids? That feels like that would be a big fan with people like me. The Amazing Digital Circus playing with the children's. It was like, I don't know. Yeah, it basically just feels like it is targeted to people like myself. But not people like me specifically who don't... Yeah, that was close. Also, I totally forgot that this is like a thing. Alright. I think I found it at one point in time, but... Anyway. I've seen the pilot of Knights, pretty good. Don't expect it to be super popular. Nah, that's a shame. That's a shame. But I mean, it's just like, you know. Amazing Digital Circus is supposed to be enjoyed by all ages, so even children. Yeah, but to children... Look. You can say whatever you want for your demographic to be. That doesn't mean... You don't get to just choose your demographic like that. I want to know, are the children's actually watching this digitized circus? Digitized circuitous logic. That's what I care about. Give me the numbers. I want to see the numbers, baby. I could not care any less about your anecdotal evidence unless you are literally a child. And if so, you have to tell me because because I need to ban you from my channel. This is a mature channel for a mature audience. I want you to at least be brined if you're not already when coming in here. Anyway, what are we talking about? Something. Like, what's the most popular sitcom right now? I mean, it probably is just the spin-off to Big Bang Theory, right? The one where we find out how like the one guy's parents got married or something. It's actually probably what it is. And things. Come on now. Still need these rosaries regardless. I mean, when watching. See, I just want to keep making references to Big Bang Theory because that's what I know. But the reality is that it's so long past at this point. It doesn't play anymore. Like, what am I supposed to do? Mocking Big Bang Theory is all I have. And they took it away by canceling the series. Coco Melon, but that rots children's brains. Coco Melon's just like that. That's not really like any sort of entertainment for children. That's more like the weird YouTube kids stuff, right? At least that was my thought on it. I don't actually know if that's like when I say children, I mean like, you know, come on now. Good. You'll always have Sonic, and Sonic will always have me. It's true. We hold each other tenderly every night. But no, Sonic has definitely had a resurgence. You say that, but the reality is that it's just like with like the movie and whatnot, people are excited about Sonic again. I have not actually seen any of the Sonic movies, nor will I probably see any of the Sonic movies. But I do appreciate them getting Sonic back into the zeitgeist. So, you know, there is that. There's certainly that is something to be said. Oh, I've completed it, apparently. I completed the quest, everybody. I didn't realize it. My mind was too focused on Sonic and talking about all of Sonic's cool friends and adventures and how he collects, you know, gigantic, head-sized emeralds that are not actually emeralds because, you know, only one of them is green. But, you know, that entire thing. You know, the entire thing that I was talking about. Yeah, you know. Anyway. Give me my essential movement options. And then I will not get any more essential movement options for like another 4 hours. That's why they're called the Chaos Emeralds. You know, it's true. Nothing more chaotic than not actually being an emerald.
That's fine.
See, the chaos lies in its inaccuracy. That's what makes the Joker such a terrifying foe. Him being very pedantic about what is or isn't classed as an object. Well, Batman, do you know what a true nut is? Everything that you think it is, isn't. A pecan? Not really. Any sort of fruiting part of a vegetable is considered a fruit. Your obsession with tomatoes is just foolish when there are things like cucumbers or even pumpkins out there. I'm the Joker. Ah. He often says I'm the Joker just to be sure that you know who he is, because things like that just kind of... He's a malleable character. Changes around an awful lot. The real chameleon type, which is why he needs to constantly be saying who he is. Otherwise, it gets very confusing. And I mean, it's not like the Joker's ever been a huge proponent of stealth or anything like that. So I think that just makes sense. You know, I did say you don't really get any more like movement options. You do get the wall climb ability, right? Also, hi. Hey, I'm talking about individual parts of the game. Do you want to hear or the Joker and or Sonic? Want to hear more about that fourth course? I'm going to assume no because you're attacking me currently. But then again, I don't know, maybe this is how the fourth course notes that they're interested in what I'm talking about. Or maybe they're just attacking me because I'm constantly hitting a bunch of metal cogs out of their head. The Joker's good. No, it is not. Don't try and act like that Joker impression was good just because you want to hear me embarrass myself more. I'm not going to fall for it. Watch out there. Do not get hit stupidly. After all, I still do take double damage from everything. Everything, I'm fairly certain. Oh, okay, well, that didn't work. Everything except for, like, the falling rocks. I don't think the rocks do double damage. Yeesh. At least hit it at a point in time where... At least at a point in time where it's just like, okay, fine, we're just going to get rid of all of the platforms here. I was going to say, hey, it's been pretty good about not getting rid of all my platforms, but at the same time, I think that was maybe a lie. Oh, here we go. And thanks to the stream telling me that you can just do the quick kill at this point, really does make things easier. If I can actually hit it. Okay, well, I didn't mean to get hit there, but, you know. That worked. Or it can't actually answer you, or wasn't designed to have opinions. No mouth to scream. No cost too great. I'm sorry. I was just thinking about Hollow Knight there for a second. There's so many variables, anything you can imagine is possible. And I mean, that's where fan fiction comes in, really, when you think about it. Because there is only so far that a game and its lore can take you. Sometimes you have to use your imagination to be able to fill in all the gaps. Consider that. And also, you know what? I will open up this one. Mostly for the sake of getting a heal right now. I don't really need much of anything else now, do I? But also at the same time... Yep, that's my commentary. This is, again, the sort of great commentary you expect. Oh, come on. Walked off the edge without jumping. I wanted to do the cool, hit that at the same time, get my cool speed run tactics in. And yet, the game is just telling me no. Alright, just send me over here again. Sherman here. Sherman's here. Whatever. I don't do anything in that place. Or actually, do I? I do have quite a few Rosaries. Do I have enough, though? Probably not. And let's just go. Not even gonna worry about it here in this case. No, I will certainly open up any sort of shortcut that I possibly can. And do a rid of that. Do a little bit of jump right up here. Weave right through the enemies like a real cool pro gamer, as one does. And we should be good for now. I mean, really, the entire thing is just that just gotta keep moving in this area, trying to stop waiting for enemies to get out of the way and whatnot, or explosions to happen is bad idea. And I'm not gonna go for the birds. Birds are bad. Birds are... I hate those birds. Those are the birds that I hate. We can go and do that when I get a nail upgrade. Because, yes, I feel more confident in my ability to take on bosses than to actually take on regular enemies. As stated at the very beginning of this stream, or video, whichever it happens to be. Irma has her fan-made song, but it's an edit of an already existing song. What? You can edit already existing songs, and I'll mock you for it. No, you're right. I'm sorry. Unless you're a strange Alan. Song parodies something. Filk songs, or whatever you'd call them. Something like that. It's still too early. Whatever. Look, you get what I'm saying. With that. Hit that. Because this is actually a place where I could go warp back to if I so chose. Pilk songs. Yes, songs about Pepsi and milk. More songs about Pepsi and milk. That was my favorite Talking Heads album. Really think Byrne nailed the malaise of the 70s in that. That's what that song Artists Only was about. I remember being curious if Pilk was a prank. I mean, the thing is, it was... God, it's got to be like 2-3 years ago at this point. But Pepsi actually did start advocating for Pilk. They're just like, yeah, dude, it's a dirty soda, you know? Just mix it with milk. It'll be funny. We're just like, Pepsi, you can't... This is a weird meme to try and hang your hat on. There's Morwing. It curdles instantly? Evidently not. I mean, I guess it would be kind of like a ice cream float, right? Which I think is how they sold it even, too. When Pepsi was trying to get in on that sick Pilk heat. But it's just... like, basically what I would say is not instantly. Isn't it similar to a root beer float? See, see, that's the thing. That's what Pepsi wants you to believe when they were trying to advocate for making Pilk. You're just gonna end up like Neko Arc. Is that really what you want? Is that really what you want? You have to answer me, otherwise it's entrapment. Anyway, here's Morwing. Again, it's me, Morwing. By the time I'm done, you'll wish there was less swing. Ha-cha-cha, baby. Get back up to full health, too, just to be sure. Just to be sure. Oh no, it's Morwing. Whatever shall we do? The hardest boss in the game. I mean, the answer is just kind of like... stay kind of far away from him until he attacks. And attack him. And also make sure you float after he does that in the second phase. Mostly that attack where he does the yell and then... the slashy slashes. That's the threatening one. I don't have the ability to do any more stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, stuff. Oop. Well, did get hit there regardless. Ah, well. I feel like that was still pretty good. Which boss is the hardest in Act 1 for you? I don't know. I mean, like, at this point in time, or which one when I was first fighting them? Because at this point in time, I feel pretty confident in being able to take on all of them, baby. Yes, I want to be Neko Arc. Do you? Do you really? Savage Beastfly and Last Judge. Yeah, I mean, Savage Beastfly is frustrating, but even that, I mean, it's like, well, also optional. So, you know, there is that part too. Last Judge is also another boss that is very consistent. Is the whole thing. There's not really a whole lot of variables there when Last Judging. When Last Judging is the thing. People died on Widow way more. What do you mean people died on Widow way more? I feel like they're both pretty much like the two quite difficult parts of Act 1 to do. Yes. Ah! Too tired. Quite difficult to do. Oh, wait. Trying to go through here. I've got Silk to song, baby. Last Judge is the only Act 1 boss that I'm still at risk of dying to. I mean, you're still at risk to dying to anything because stuff is... Things in this game are very powerful. I mean, I feel like there's never any point where it's like, oh, no, it's totally safe and there's no way that I will die, period, ever. I'm actually immortal now. Nope. Take you out, yep. Savage Beastfly wasn't that bad. They died in like single-digit numbers. For Widow, at least digits in that number. There's at least a digit in that number. Got my thumb right on top of it. Minimum 1 digit. Perhaps even more. Widow was third try on my blind playthrough. Wow. And first try ever since. Wow. Certainly did that. Certainly doing that one a lot better than I ever did. Yeesh. Took me quite a few tries for Widow and then more to really get down the pattern and everything. No, stop that. Look, it would take a really long time to throw out that pollen cloud. I'm not even going to... Actually, wait, I should go do the thing. Doing 1 damage instead of 2. But she does do 2 damage. She hits you with the melee attack. Also, last Juge will do only one mask of damage if you got like the magma bell equipped, which is just like even going at the sort of expedited pace that I'm doing right now is not a big detour or anything like that. Yeah, but I forget about it. Well, that's not the fault of the boss's difficulty then, now isn't it? Yeah. I mean, obviously it doesn't cancel out every attack, but it cancels out a good amount of them. And Last Juge is still rather slow, relatively slow in attacking. Like, I would be confident in being able to heal after just about any one of the Last Juge's attack. Not to the extent of explosion. Yeah, a lot of people did. Well. You know what? I thought, for some reason, I thought I was only one away from healing, which is why I was just going to heal up immediately. Okay, there we go. No, I super saw that coming even from the very beginning of the game. Where it's just like, yeah, when the character starts, like, smoking and everything like that, I just felt like, yep, this is an explosion sort of thing. But then, you know, when I was playing, like, Grohl, for example, I really thought Grohl was going to explode into, like, a poison cloud or something, too, and did not happen. So, Savage Beast Fly is way slower. Savage Beast Fly is also way larger, which is kind of a thing. And also adds. Get that out of here. Get out of here. What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing, Splinter? There, clear out all of the obstacles. Clear out all of the enemies. Even get a hit on the boss, too. I did see it coming, but I thought I could tank it. Ah, the hubris gets you, as you do. Of course. It's like, there's no way. It's just like, yeah, as soon as I saw that happening, I'm just like, I'll back up a little bit. I played Sonic Adventure. I know how this sort of thing goes. And people say Sister Splinter is hard. I mean, it is kind of hard if you're not immediately using the Silk Spear to take out the ads. This guy right here is harder, really. Just getting right in the way. Ah! There you go. Also, is anyone saying that? I'm just going to get hit by every single enemy possible, if you don't mind. And I guess just nearly die on my way to getting the power-up? Okay. No, it's fine. You get a heal after doing this anyway. With a fight that makes me realize why bosses do 2 damage instead of everything they do now. 1 damage would make them all trivial. Yeah, trivial. I think you're too deep in the paint. You don't understand what it's like to be out here skonging with the best of them, or the worst of them even. Would be first try. I mean, it's just like, as long as you take out the ads, and even then the ads are, they die in 3 hits, I think. It's not too bad. Fairly simple. I keep thinking, because I did that like 3 times before as well. Something. Actually, I don't keep thinking. That was a lie. Probably prevented her from spawning too many ads or something. That's the only thing I can think of that they would end up changing about that boss. Because everything else feels more or less the same. Ow. Go get a heal off of you, I suppose. And then nice and totally safe plays. How about stuff? Alright, let's do it. Morwing nerf is definitely more noticeable. I mean, they nerfed Morwing? I know, I heard about that, but like I have no idea what it actually was. Yeesh. A little bit tricky in terms of what do you call it? Bell placement there. Again. Okay, why am I suddenly doing badly against this boss? I know how this boss goes. Made all of Morwing's range attacks do 1 damage. Eh. Who's getting hit by Morwing's ranged attacks anyway? Really? Okay, fine. Imagine getting hit by those. I would never. Exactly. No one does. Like, they're so easy to dodge if you played this game 10 times before. Like, frankly, I don't know why everybody just doesn't make the decision to play this game 10 times so that they look, for the explicit purpose of looking cool on the internet. Frankly, it's a confusing sort of thing. Come on. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I got the clash, at least. Because that was a weirdly risky thing I did there for no reason. Wowee. Talk about a room with my view. Bro. That looked real cool. I wonder if that's something you can do pretty consistently if you do like a dash attack there, because that's what I was doing. I suppose it wouldn't surprise me. Just gotta make sure. Because dash attack goes on for a good amount of time. Should probably stay at like full health and whatnot for this, but also, it's fine. Ah! I was looking at chat. You know, as you do. I was just sitting there I'm just like, hey, this fight's going well. I'm gonna look over at chat. Take a hit right on the chin there for no reason at all. Stupid. Like, I feel like I'm either, again, still very tired and maybe also getting a little bit too confident here. It was still a good fight, though. I mean, overall, the game's still great. I really do quite enjoy this game, except for the part where they make you do mini-games to get the last nail upgrade. I hate that part so much. Team Cherry, if you're going to change anything about the game, just make the mini-games optional. Skonging too much for your own. Again, I ran into that door because I was looking over at chat. Well, at least you can't die in this area, so during the Metroid escape sequence. So at least that's like somewhat more reasonable. Ooh woo. See, somebody said ooh woo in chat, and I need to respond to that. Yeah. See, again, you can't die in this section, so it doesn't matter. And also, I'm not like speed running, so I don't have to focus on doing this as fast as possible. Ooh woo again. See, I can't ignore it. It's just unignorable. All right, then. Anyway. Skonging too much for your own good. Maybe I should start a Steel Soul run, test myself a bit. Yeah, go for it. Do you get anywhere with the speedrun achievements? No. I mean, I feel like I probably could at this point. Although I still need to go actually practice final boss, or more specifically, the 2 final bosses a little bit more before I could feel confident in my ability to do that in any reasonable amount of time. Besides, it's just like I'm not getting 100% until they change getting that last nail upgrade. And I've heard that people have said that getting the last nail upgrade is not part of 100%, but also at the same time, it just feels so bad to be late game and not be able to get the final upgrade. There's something about that. Poof. I mean, the 5-hour one feels like it is very achievable. Believe you do need nail 4. You do. Okay. Is it nail 4? 1, 2, 3. No, it'd be nail 5, wouldn't it? Well, I suppose nail upgrade 4. Starts at nail 0. Okay. Alright, that's why. That would explain it. Doing the old programmer logic. Speaking of which, let's go get nail 1 in that case. So that I don't accidentally forget that yet again. Hello, it's me. Come on, Pliny. Do your needle sharpening ASMR. All right. Didn't know about these houses. Only got the upgrade after getting the first oil in the capital. Yeah. I mean, there's been a few runs where I just kind of forget and then don't actually get it for an unreasonable amount of time. Also, real quick, let's go get the upgrade for the thing. Because now I'll go do the birds over in Greymore. But I want to also go get the upgrade for the crest, too. Because I still quite like the Hunter's Crest. It is my preferred way to play the video game. I think I'll actually need to route correctly for a 100% 30 hour. I think you can do that pretty quick. It's just, yeah, trying to remember what the location of everything might be kind of difficult. Any percent 5 hours is the same route that speedrunners use. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, it's like you really don't need to necessarily either. I feel like 5 hours is plenty of time to beat the game, more or less. Like I think it's a very achievable sort of thing. All right, get over here. Grab. Oh yeah, I guess. Hey, I'm not really getting any other maps. Might as well take this one. It's free. Let's go just real quick do this then too. No crazy skips in the current any percent. Only change will be taking a bit of a detour for nail 2, which definitely feels like a really worthwhile thing. Again, I'm not actually doing a speed run to speed run. I'm just trying to go through this expeditiously because I've gone through this several times before. Nah. Doing the final chain of bosses and gauntlets with nail 1, I suppose, but come on, eh? Clap, clap. But at the same time, it's like, I don't think it's that bad. Gotta make sure you're not falling in the lava. And that's how you do it, baby. Smooth as silk, one might say. They might say it. I wouldn't, though. That's silly. That feels a bit too obvious of a phrase. Alright, get me back up here. This is not even the correct area to go to. Get me back up here. Get me back up to actually getting the upgrade that I came here for. And maybe I won't go get Silk Light, Weave Light this time because considering that's where my other run ended. Maybe going up against a boss would not be a good idea. Alright. Get on with it. And also, you can always tell when I'm just kind of skipping through dialogue whenever I just am mashing the jump button. Hey! Given the amount of times that I played this game, I am actually... Well, the amount of times that I played this part of the game, at the very least, I am actually getting a good amount of use out of the Crest of the Hunter, so it is kind of more worthwhile. I'm an attack button masher. I don't know, I feel like pressing A, you know, the classic jump button A is just my go-to for that sort of thing. Alright, send me back up. Let's go do the thing. That's keyboard thing. Oh, you're playing on keyboard. And now usually I do play most games on keyboard and mouse. Like I played the entirety of Celeste on keyboard. But they do tell you explicitly play this with a controller, so you know. That whole thing. All right, Greymore and then Last Juge. I'm sorry, I was exaggerating or just wrong. Whatever. I mean, it's just like, I will do... Hey, the developer made the game in the first place. I'll trust their judgment on how I should be playing the game, right? And that's at least my thought process. Back to Greymore. Oh, I also should... Actually, I should go over to Belhart, because then I can go and grab the quest to go and get the bird pelt at the same time that I'm going to be doing the bird-related section. Feels like just a generally good idea. Yeah, you... Forcing a keyboard and mouse only for most of my life. Never really run into any problems. I mean, fair. I mean, the thing is, there are controls for keyboard. It's not like they are preventing you from doing that sort of thing. And at least you're using keyboard and mouse. You're not like one of those people who only ever uses a controller for everything, and then they try and play like a first-person shooter and on PC and get absolutely obliterated. Shameful. Kitten Burst is the only game that forced me to deviate from being a keyboard purist. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't even imagine. I mean, if they had better mouse control, but it's like, it's really weird, I remember when I was trying to do that. Do rebindable controls. Okay, yeah, so that's why. I was trying to remember because I remember I was kind of trying to play that. Like, that game was really weird to learn the controls of at first. Scarecrow, get me them rag pelts. It's keyboard only because mouse makes no sense. And I can see, like, mouse being used for some stuff, but... Yeah, no, there's really not much of a reason to... Hey. Why that would be useful. And that was one of the things when I was playing Celeste, where it's just like... I wanted to do that on keyboard and mouse, mostly because I had been playing a lot of Dungreed prior to that point, which did have mouse directional dashing, which was silly. Oh, yeah, any one of the Dark Souls games, I feel like, is just absolutely terrible for keyboard and mouse. Double press input lag. Yeah, those ones, it's just... I would not play any one of the Dark Souls without that. They are... Like, it just feels awful. Yeah, get out of here, you, and give me your sweet rag pelts. I love these raggedy clothes. I should have went and grabbed the magnetite thing before coming over here so I could finally go collect some stuff. Ow. Ouchie. Yeah. And of course, I don't believe I can get out of here to go and heal again before starting up this fight. Kind of need the balloons to do so. Okay, let's start with that. Again, give me that sweet rag pelt baby. Get that rag pelt baby. Alright. Get up to full health. Gotcha. Gotcha. Honestly, it's going to be trying to take care of the flying one first. Ow! I am trying to... What? There you go. You know what? There. That'll work. Just careful. Careful. Okay, fine then. I am leaving this place, let me tell you. In fact, wouldn't the easiest way to do this just be like to exit and leave? You know what? Actually, legitimately good strategy at this point in time. Ah, hate this stupid part. Rather than having to make a stressful run back between... I mean, I guess there's actually no enemies there, but whatever. Ah. Still nearly dying to regular old enemies. Actually, this is significantly farther away than I thought it was. No, I didn't actually rest at Chakra's place. That's why. Ah! Should have done that. I'm forced to do a very strange from where I would only use the mouse for camera movement and then attack with the keyboard like a weirdo. In Dark Souls 2, terrible double press input lag. Yes, I was supposed to rest here. There you go. Whatever. It doesn't matter. That's the entire thing with Steel Soul mode. When you don't actually need to rest at a thing most of the time. Try again. Rest at a thing most of the time. It's just like you tend not to sit down at every single bench possible. Whatever. I am not a speedrunner. I am not figuring out what benches are most optimal to try and rest at. I think it goes without saying. All right. Time for fun stuff. Wait. They don't love you like I love you. No. I think I'm good. I was considering going back and getting the Weave Storm, but I don't need that for this upcoming boss fight. That's fine. And a little bit of that, and a little bit of running directly back to the thing. Well. Yeah, run over to Bellheart, because I haven't opened up the Shellwood one, and... yeah, that should largely be finishing up Act 1 now, shouldn't it? I'd still like to go get Weave Light, but also, I think I do want the Needle Storm for that, just because... I have died against the double Moss Mother fight. Oh, no, I did open this up. Good. Ray, I remember to do it. Nothing. Ah, right, you need to go down the other side to actually get that open. There. Yeah, scariest part of Act 1 is just like, yeah, you're asking like what the hardest boss fight is in Act 1. Birds. Very, very nearly died there. Birds are the hardest boss, no question. And I think that everybody will agree with me on that. Funny enough, by the time you actually get to the bird boss, you usually got so much stuff going on, I would think, that it's not really that big of a deal. Ah, well. Go hit that last bell. Don't actually listen to it. The Widow one is the only one that actually just traps you in the room and forces you to hear the entire bell. I mean, I suppose I probably could have like saved and quit or something like that, but also, whatever, it's fine. And on to old Last Juge. It was crapped out for a reason, as I wrote the previous message. Because of the input lag. I see. And right in the blasted steps. Okay. Which, again, it's like the plan is... Okay, I didn't expect not to get hit there, but I'm also not going to argue. Get out of here, you. I hate that guy. And there, and there, and there, and down here for the shortcut. All right. Full second because the game was waiting for a double press on every mouse button. What does the double press actually do on the mouse button for? Dank memes, too. Sure, I'll open this up. What do I even want to unlock right now? I mean, the blue ones, the blue press are pretty good, right? They do a lot of good stuff. Sure. I assume that's, of the various choices for the memory lockets, that's one of them. That is one of them. It's true. That. Spend all your time hitting your shield. It's like, Oh my god, I hate that guy. There's that guy that I hate. Tell ya. It's just an option to bind attacks to. I think by default, double. Strong attacks for double press. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I don't know. For the most part, in any game that offers, like, double tap to do anything, I hate it. I just think that it is never as accurate as I want it to be. Like, for example, all the Kirby games have double tap to run. And I hate that compared to, say, just like the simple hold down B for a Mario. Although Mario should really just be moving that fast normally. I don't think that's a controversial opinion. Souls game with the Dark Souls 1 default controls because they were way better than Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 3 mostly went back to Dark Souls 1, and Elden Ring went weird again. And Emergency Room went weird again. I played everything using a controller because there's no way that I was going to be bothered with trying to figure out how to... I mean, I had also played Demon Souls prior to that point, so kind of had a good... What? Fine. Into the worms you go. No, not this way. I'm trying to remember the way you're actually supposed to do this. And it's like, I played Demon Souls. I knew what the control scheme was like, everything like that. Lock on was O. Okay, then. Yeah, you know, really easy to do. Especially utilizing the worms. Well, usually it's not going to be a huge pit of worms that eats you immediately. I think usually when you say that, like, people go to the worms, they re-enter the loam. Somewhat different. Alright, let's get into that capital. Or only... Oh, hi. A little bit of that. And poor pilgrims. I always feel bad for those guys, but there's nothing you can do about it. They refuse to move out of the way. They refuse to use the dash that I assume they also have. Like, why wouldn't they? And... oh, that was actually really close. Really close. I mean, yeah, it's like, I could also save the pilgrims by just going the alternate way, but whatever. Why would you even end up doing that? Oh, there it is. Actually, I am not. Go for the hit on that one. That's a little bit too risky. Why did I do that? I just went for no particular reason. Extremely risky play. That did not work out. Come on now. There you go, baby. That's how you do it. And then don't stand next to her. I'm gonna tank that. I don't think so. Let's watch a cutscene. Why not? Are the path to Citadel's more dangerous for a Steel Soul run? I have no idea. I've never taken it. The thing is, I'm practicing all these bosses ahead of time. I have not practiced the alternate route, so it's just like I only know this route. This is the only one that I know. It probably is actually safer. That's the entire thing, right? It is safer and a lot faster too. Well, that's not the point. It's not the point isn't to go fast. The point is to go not dying. Right? Alt route was the first one that I took. Yeah, I was not that curious. I always like to go the linear route to start with, and then we can start messing around later on. But of course, again, it's like this is where all of my effort, this is where all of my practice went. So, you know, that sort of thing. And then I'm going to go skip the underworks because they're terrible. And I hate them. Controversial opinion. The underworks are hard. And I feel like there's actually more of a chance that I'll die going there than just taking the Grand Hall up. And here. I mean, there is at least that alt route, as it were. There's also nothing that you really need to get in the underworks either, so, you know, that whole thing. Mess around, still managed to miss both Sinner's Road and the breakable walls that would lead me to the alt entrance. Yeah. I mean, I was able to find the mist there pretty quickly once I actually found Sinner's Road. But again, I wasn't even messing around with Greymoor all that much. I just went right to Bellheart, baby. Constant forward momentum. What else do you need? Didn't know that could be broken that way. I didn't know either, but then I was just like, God, I really don't want to go to the Underworks. So I wonder if you can just break this wall on the other side. And the answer is yes. Thankfully. But of course, that's not even... But of course, it's just like, you know, just go the other route, really. Don't go the route that I'm doing if you're doing Steel Soul mode. And also, don't try to go this fast. Like, take some time, baby. Don't sit here being like, oh yeah, I really gotta go hit up literally everything. Is this your first attempt? This is like attempt 4? Something like that? I don't know. It's been a couple. It hasn't been a lot. Previous attempts ended to going for the double Moss Mother fight. Fighting the... What do you call it? I'm not even going for that. Whatever, I have wall jump. What am I doing? Double Moss Mother fight. The ants back in the Hunter's March. Specifically the kill room that you need to do with them. Not quite. Is there any other that... Please. Please. Please don't die here. No! I didn't see the bell thing. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. All right, then. Well, there you go. And it ended in the Coral Chambers in the very first room where enemies spawned in.